My name is Alicia Enriquez, and this is my classroom library analysis. I am a first grade monolingual teacher. The assortment of books in my classroom library are fictional characters, books like Pete the Cat, Biscuit, and of course superhero books. I try to collect books that my students are able to read with ease, that are rookie readers pretty much, and books that interest them to develop a love for reading. At this age, you try to find anything that interests them to get them to read. As I looked at some of the authors to these books, I realized that a vast majority of the authors are American writers. Some of the American authors, for example, like Ezra Jack Keaton's and Mary Hoffman, write children's books with African American characters. So this was kind of enlightening because these authors write books like Snowy Day, uh, Whistle for Willie, Amazing Grace, and here I thought the authors were African American, and to my surprise, they weren't. I do have a couple books written by Hispanic authors. For example, I know I have a couple books written by Carmen Tafoya, which she's the author of Mi Rebozo and What Can You Do with a Paleta. In her book, she gives light to a lot of our Hispanic culture, and I know my kids enjoy it when I do read it to them because they're able to make that real life connection with those books. As a primary grade teacher, the books I have in my classroom library circle around a lot of social issues like bullying, self-esteem, and behavior. I do have literature that exposes my students to race, like my books on Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King Jr., and Cesar Chavez. However, they're very limited. I try to integrate these fictional books to help teach children, especially first graders, how to share, how to feel good about themselves, how to be okay with who they are. So a lot of my books have to do with that. I know the books I have are not a lot of cultural books, and this is something that was an eye-opener when I started looking through all my books. I don't really have a lot of student literature that addresses different races or culture, and it's really necessary. Again, after analyzing the books in my classroom library, I am aware that it lacks a lot of multicultural literature. Almost all the books are written by American authors. The books my children read on a daily basis does not expose them to authentic cultural literature or authors from different races. I realize that they need to see books written by Latin authors, American authors, and of course others, so they're able to make that real life connection with the text and just to help them learn. This activity or this project was really enlightening. It really opened my eyes to see that as a classroom teacher, as a Hispanic classroom teacher, I do not have books that are about our own culture, and this is something I need to change.